So today I have planned to discuss about IRCTC. IRCTC la vandu pathna what is the situation and what is the business most of the people know. Adu thandi vandu pathna what is the fundamental situation, what is the technical situation, can we consider this as an opportunity or it's like still in the like very bad situation. Idha vandu pathna like through a happy investing lens we will see and I will leave it to you for the decision, but என்னோட analysis vandu pathna உங்களுக்கு present பண்ணலாம்னு நினைச்சேன். We will first go to the business and IRCTC. Okay. See, IRCTC business wise, everybody knows it is into railways, that is connecting India in a very, very massive way. So everybody knows what the business is. So I will be taking little less time on that. So it has a big future, no need to tell, because like connectivity has improved the productivity of overall Indian economy. Railways is one of the biggest contributor for that, and also for people navigation, everything. It is actually great. Tourism, they have different way of serving people in connecting the places with respect to people on the destinations. So I will take less time on the business. Let us go to the financials. See, it's a market cap of 45,000 crore, which indicates it is a mid cap company, and stock P is 32, and ROC is commendable 49%, ROE is 37%, which is also so good. 5-year PE is 57. So you can see the difference. 5-year PE is 57 and the current PE is 32. So how much at discount it is trading now? We will evaluate more conditions, but 10-year PE is 60 and also debt to equity, there is no debt, and virtually it is actually debt free company. There is no pledging, and public holding is 17%, down from 52-week high is 30%, all time high it is down from 55%. See, this 2 minutes 3 minutes is giving me a confidence to actually go further and analyze whether the opportunity is there in the stock or not. So if I go to balance sheet, I always take it to balance sheet after the first ratios. Balance sheet, it is all time high on the fixed asset. So fixed asset, they are increasing the land, building, plant and machinery, equipments, computer, furniture, vehicles. So vehicles not literally increased, a vehicle also increased. So this increase indicates there is still an expansion planned, then it is going to convert that into a revenue. If you see in high level, for example, 155 crores of fixed asset, right now it is 813. In recent time in 2024, 343 fixed asset has become 813. The work in progress, which was sitting in 443, which was sitting in work in progress, that has been converted in March 2025, which means, see, again, it takes, for every time, it takes some of time. For example, to take a decision on the expansion, to take a decision on to invest on the expansion, that time it comes into current work in progress. If 443 crores is work in progress in 2024, it is actually in fixed asset in 2025, and it actually need to give the revenue in 2026. Let us see when the results come. But this is not only reason that I am actually considering this opportunity. There are so many reasons. This is one of the reasons. So when the fixed asset is increasing from the land perspective, building perspective, plant and machinery perspective, it indirectly tells business is expanding, and business sees the potential in making up the revenue high, making up the profit high. So top line, bottom line, if it is going to go high, then definitely the stock price has to go high. But let us see on the financials also. On the yearly terms, like March 15 to March 2025, we have the data. Currently, the latest result of March 2026 is not with me. So right now, the situation is sales all-time high, 5,024, and profit is also all-time high. So my general thesis, how I work on stock market is like, when the sales is all-time high, when the profit is all-time high, definitely the price has to follow the trend and has to come up. But definitely there are also a sentiment which is acting as an external force to keep the price at the lower bottom level, even though the sales is high, even though the profit is high. Then actually then and then only the big player or us who knows the business, who understand the stock market, can make this as an opportunity. So in short, it is when sales is all time high, when the profit is all time high, when the price is actually on the near time low or 52-week low, then it marks the clear opportunity to make money. You can actually take how much you can make in the trading view. Okay, we will also see, but not in depth, but we will see the business and the financials in depth. So this is the situation. If you see in the quarterly also, the December quarter, which was very great on the all-time high sales of the quarter and all-time high profit also. So operating margin from 14% to 33%, this is also commendable. And the interest rate, yes, they take loan and then they are also increasing. Other income is also increasing, but that is not only contributing, that is incrementally increasing, like a fixed asset, like a revenue, like a profit. It is also relatively increasing. It is not the one-time impact. It is not the one-time shoot up or shoot down. So I think it is going in a good way. So when the sales is all-time high, profit is all-time high, I always used to see this compounded profit growth and compounded price growth, where a clear opportunity will be indirectly told or communicated to you. For example, last trailing 12 months, the profit has grown 12% in CAGR, but last 1 year, the stock price is actually minus 23% in CAGR. If you put it on last 3 years, 25% in profit CAGR, CAGR. CAGR means CAGR I am referring. So 3 years, the price is minus 3% in CAGR. Again, in 5 years, 20% in CAGR profit and only 11%. This difference, this arbitrage, what you see in the price and the stock means what you see in the price and what you see in the profit CAGR difference marks that also an opportunity. In fact, if you see the investor, obviously promoter will be the government, president of India. FIA is also invested. See, FIA reducing the stake is not a one problem or one of the problem for IRCTC. It is a common problem. Every stock, the FIA has reduced the stake. I don't consider this as a threat because they have a different reason, which we will see in a different video. FIA will actually reduce the stake because they have a different reason to go out of India. And DIS, in fact, they are increasing the stake because they are the local players. They know when it will actually boom up and they are positioning themselves strategically. In fact, when the retail traders, the number of shareholders count is decreasing, that is the evidence that the stock is going from the weak player hand to the strong player hand, because when the strong players invest in stock, they invest in bulk. When the weak player invest in stock, they invest in minimal amount. The number of shareholders from 20 lakh 80,000 to 19 lakh 32,000, it indicates the shares are transferring from weak players to strong players. So this is again one of the indication. So I don't give importance to ratio and I don't give importance to cash flow and I give importance to balance sheet. We already discussed profit and loss from the year on year perspective also good, profit and loss from the quarter on quarter perspective also good. I don't give importance to peer and on the analysis on the chart. Okay, if you see very exactly, even though we don't see the trading view, the price is, you can see where the price is from the all-time high to here. It already indicated 55% the stock is available discount, but the profit is like all-time high. That is a point to note. And when you go to valuation perspective, which is PE, I consider always 5-year median PE should be greater than the current PE. That also marks a positive signal for the opportunity. If you can consider this, the current PE is 32 and the 5-year median PE is 57. So I can see you can see the 57 here. So median PE, which is the dotted line, is 57, which means last 5 year the median PE is 57.3, but currently the stock is trading at 31.12. So this is actually giving me a confidence because I have a better margin of safety in this. The business is super essential for the Indian economy, and business has a pathway to grow. They have increased the business prospects in the fixed asset, land, building, fixed asset in terms of machineries, equipments, everything is increased, and work in progress of 443 crore has been converted into a fixed asset that will in turn convert into a revenue and profit in sooner days. But the opportunity is very clear. The valuation is currently low. So then you can analyze further and do your own due diligence. This is not the stock advice that you go and buy or you go and sell. This is the study what I have done. And actually this is a meeting recorded with my colleagues or friends, which actually I take it in my cohort. So we are studying the stock. So we are sharing it across to other people also. But I request always to go and do your due diligence to take decision on stock market, because you are the only one person responsible for your money. So when in terms of PE, it's great. In terms of everything, it is great. So fundamentally, business wise also, it is great. Fundamentally also, it is great. Let us see the chart also. But due to the SEBI regulation, I will not be able to show you the last 3 months chart. So let me hide that first. And see, right now, whatever you are seeing is not having the last 3 months chart. Let us simply study. See, we have seen the sales all time high, we have seen the profit all time high, we have seen everything in the business, at least as far as I concerned, on the financial side, whatever I wanted to check, I have checked, and that is actually really great. If you have any other parameters to consider and then do your due diligence. But see, there is simple pattern available here. I have hided 3 months chart. I don't know where the current stock price is, but if I actually draw a support, this is a support, and maybe I will mark this as a resistance. The stock price actually has gone one time, and second time when it came back to the support, it stayed for a long time, but still it actually was traveling and then it was going to the resistance. Then it is very clear, then when the sales all time high, profit all time high, when the price is there in the support zone, it's a very clear opportunity that can actually make 90 percentage, which is too good. If you stay invested for next 2 to 3 years also, then also you will make 30 percentage CAGR in this one stock. So this is always like this. When the sentiment is bad, we don't know the reason. We will be searching. See, when I was a beginner, I will be searching the reason why IRCTC is too much down. But after 5 years or 6 years of experience, I know why it is actually down, because it has to be brought down to take that opportunity in a bigger context, bigger quantity from the big players so that they can take it high. So that consolidation might be happening, but I don't know when they will take, because I always say there is two things not in our control, which is one thing is price volatility. After you take position in the stock, it can go further down 10 percentage, further down 20% also. Nobody can guarantee. But after you take the opportunity, it can take 1 month to reach the target. It can take 1 year to reach the target. It can take 3 years to reach the target. Not a problem. But if it reaches 3 years also, then we are actually good and happy. At least literally I am happy with the profit of 90 percentage in 3 years. So when the business is saying a green signal, when the financials are saying green signal, when the technicals are saying that is an opportunity, I think I should consider, further analyze and take decision. So I hope you will also do the same thing. If you have liked this video, if you have found the value, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions with respect to IRCTC with business, fundamentals and technicals, please put it in the comment section. I will be happy to help you. That's it for today. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience. Happy investing.